sorry, I forgot to continue doing these, and I've got two more that I should answer. Right, okay, so question 12 is this one. And for the first part, we've got to calculate the sine of an angle. Well, I mean, I'm just, I can't visualize things in my head, never have been able to. So I would always draw out the triangle. So A, B, C. And it says AB is 10. I mean, I do realize actually it's partly drawn out below, but whatever. BC is 6, and angle BAC, so B to A to C, so that angle in the middle is 30 degrees. And we've got to calculate sine of angle ACB, so that is from here to there. So angle C there. So I'll highlight that in whatever, call it X, shall we? Right. And this, to me, is pretty obviously the sine rule. So you've got opposite angles, opposite angle with a corresponding side, and side with its opposite angle there. So it makes a cross, so it's sine rule. So as we're trying to find out sine X or sine ACB, you would write that angle on top. So sine X, I've labeled it X, is over its opposite side 10 equals sine of 30 over its opposite side 6. You would then rearrange that to find sine of the angle. So do 10 times sine 30 over 6, which I've already done here. So sine 30 divided by 6 times by 10 is 0.8333. Because they've asked you to do it to 4 decimal places, please read the questions carefully. So people often lose marks with things like that. It's just through being careless, so please don't be. And also, again, they're just really testing to make sure you're reading the questions properly. You're finding sine of the angle. So you won't find any angle. You won't finding X. You're finding sine X. So also, you don't have to do the final step of finding inverse sine. So make sure you read the questions carefully. Right, next question. I realized I had to do it on this. So to draw ABC accurately, line AB and angle 30 degrees have been drawn. On the diagram, mark the two possible positions of C so that BC is 6 centimeters. So it's hard to do online, but I've done the best I can. So what I'm saying is I've measured using my ruler 6 centimeters here. It's a guess. I'm doing it like online on a computer. But let's say I put that on my ruler and that is 6 centimeters. I'd take the pointy bit of my compass to here and I would draw an arc. Because at both those points, it's 6 centimeters away from point B, which is what I want. Ooh, wow, it's like gymnastics. Okay, so those are the 2 points I need. So you get two solutions. This is called the ambiguous case for the sine rule, where you get two possibilities. So there's one triangle there, another one here, but they both got a 6 centimeter line. So we don't know which is which. So we've been told to label, I believe, the first one C1. So I'm going to do that because I'm a good boy. And the second one is called C2. There we go. I might even, mark them with a point. So those are the two possibilities. Use your answer to part A to calculate the size of angle AC1B. So AC1B is that angle. And also AC2B, which is that angle. Now, you may or may not recall that in the ambiguous case, where you get two angles in the sine rule, those two angles add up to 180 degrees. So which is why it's a 2-mark question, because all you have to do is really quickly work out one of the angles, and then you subtract from 180 degrees to get the other angle. So might as well do that. Right. So I'm going to find inverse sine. So why do I do that? Interesting. So going to trig sine 0.83333 in lots of threes, and we're in degrees, so make sure double check that. Don't want to be in radians for goodness sake. 56.44. So that's the smaller of the two angles. That's the acute angle. So we need to recognize that is obviously this one. So 56.4 degrees. I'm already rounding it because I know I have to give my answers correct to 1 decimal place. The other angle, then, we just subtract from 180 degrees. So 180 minus 56.4. Brain's not working, so I'm going to have to work that out. Look, I'm going to use all the accuracy from before as well. So 123.6. Gosh, I should have been able to work that out in my head, shouldn't I? It's been a long day. Right, so 123.6 degrees then. Because again, we have to round it to one decimal place. So AC1B, that's the bigger one, is 123.6 degrees, and a small angle is 56.4 degrees. Okay, so for the last one, all we have to do then is calculate this purple angle here, which is angle C1BC2. And in order to do that, I'm not going to write it down. I'm sorry. All we have to do is this angle's in a triangle. So 180 minus 123.6 will give us the black angle. You've got 56.4 degrees. Add those together, subtract from 180 to find the missing angle. Bosh.